Hey, this is Knowles with Ticket Mortgage. I'm a mortgage broker, and I was asked by Mike Nelson to basically share a message on what's the most compelling thing happening in real estate right now. Does it have to do with buyers? Does it have to do with sellers? What's going on with values, interest rates? And I think the most compelling thing that's happening right now is what's happening to potential sellers or people that are looking to move up in the near future. You know, when things are good, sometimes it's hard to tell that, really what's going on because there's an absence of pain. The interest rates have been good, the values have been growing, and so a lot of people get in this mode that things are going to continue the way they are. And what I'd like to show you today, in my opinion, and based upon some data that I have, is that things could change substantially in the near future, and what you think you could get may be different. And so anyway, that's just something I'm going to go over with you. There's some charts. Show you what direction rates may be, what direction they may be going and how that could impact your buying power. So stay tuned. What you're looking at here is a graph of the bond market going back to about 2005. I've made a couple of notes here. There's a pattern that forms that a lot of people trade against. It's called the head and shoulders pattern. It's one of the most predictable patterns, or the most accurate of all the patterns that people use. And it's just basically a pattern that I use to show a potential move, which goes from the head to the neckline, which would get us up to about 6.8%, the same as it was in 2006. So what in the heck does 6.8% mean anyway? Well, the fact is right now interest rates are about 3.875 in a conventional loan. If you were to move up and decide to buy a house, it's $565,000, and you put 10% down, you'd have a payment about $23.91. Well, if you waited in the future until the rate went up, for instance, to 6.8, that same house with the same down payment would basically give you a mortgage payment that was about $925 more. Now, if you didn't want to pay more per month, you could always put almost $200,000 down instead of $56,000 to get the same payment, or you could just buy less house, maybe $140,000 less house than you could buy right now. So, the idea is here, if you want to move up, now is a pretty solid time. Moving forward, I think everyone would agree the rates will go up. It's just a matter of time. And with the formation that I kind of showed you, it's indicating that there could be a reversal right now. So I would encourage you to act now if buying a new house is, in the near future, or even in the next 3 or 4 years, because there could come a point where you can't afford as much as you can now. So, although I can't predict the future, I think it's pretty obvious that we're really close to a low as far as interest rates go, and they could go a whole lot higher. And the truth is, when things get worse, they usually get worse a lot faster than they get better. So if this really is a reversal and rates start to rise, they could rise super quick. And by looking at the graphs, looking at the numbers, if buying a house is something you've considered, in the next 3 or 4 years, or moving up to your dream home is something that even crosses your mind at all, I think it's really important to consider doing it now. Your dollar's not going to go any further than it does now with rates this low, and it could potentially save you $100,000 or more to get the same house that you would have got, whenever rates were less. So anyway, I hope this helps, and good luck selling your home.